What's good, YouTube? It's Pokemaster88 bringing you quarterfinals Battle Hub Draft League, and we are playing against the two-time Battle Hub champion Raymond, coach of the Mamoswine Doubters. Uh, this is the fourth time me and Ray has played. So far we have a perfect record against Ray, so hopefully we can continue this little streak we have against one of our good friends and rivals. Looking at our matchup, we have, of course, your California Trailblazers taking on the Mamoswine Doubters. And we have a pretty tough matchup against us this week. On his side, he's got the Latios, which could be physical, which could be special, which is primarily what it's known for. It could be pivoting, it could be a variety of different things. Ogerpon, it could be Leech Seed, U-turn spikes, a lot of different little things to, deal with Skarmory. He's got Terrapagos, his only rapid spinner. So, to go with that, he has Tinkerton, Mamoswine, and a Tornadus. Weezing, I don't expect. Lantern and Blaziken are both possibilities. I'm expecting Blaziken to come over Lantern, but I do think Lantern is pretty good into my team as far as like being able to pivot and burn things, And Cloudster, don't sleep on Cloudster, A Specs Cloudster could do some damage to one of my mons, maybe like Swampert. But no, I'm really expecting just like the Latios, the Terrapagos, the Tinkerton, the Mamoswine, either Tornadus Lantern or Lantern Blaziken, no Tornadus. So let's just get into our first Pokemon, which is our very own mascot, Meowscarada. We are rocking max speed, max attack, jolly nature with Protean. Flower Trick hits through Mamo. U-turn basically is pivoting around because if he does bring Tinkerton is a very good Meow switch in because I really can't hit it with these four moves. So U-turn is going to be very key. And then the Scarf is just to guarantee me the speed tier. I could have brought Sucker Punch and maybe like something else, but I kind of wanted to do something a little different because I did face a Latios earlier this season, so I did want to kind of mix up the Meow set a tiny bit. So he is going to be our primary way around the team. Latios, Mamoswine. Maybe we can get a couple good pivots on Terrapagos, break his what do you call that, Terra Shell. So Mamoswine is going to be very threatening to my Meowscarada with Ice Shard, so we are going to have to be very, very careful of that. But Meowscarada is our primary way around this team. And moving on to our next Pokemon, we have our first Terra Captain, Hitmontop. We're rocking 248 HP, 252 attack, 8 Spadef, Adamant Nature. Just said again is tried and true. Sometimes I run max HP, but I think the added Spadef EVs will help us take on Terrapagos just a little bit better. Terra Ghost is just so we can blow through Latios. And if Terrapagos starts setting up like, Calm Minds, Rapid Spin, we can come in with this Assault Vest, him on top, and blow it back with Mach Punch in close combat. And also, this Terra Ghost allows us to keep our hazards up, which you will later see down the slides. But this mon has to be healthy, has to be alive to make sure we can take on Terrapagos and prevent him from spinning our hazards away. So very, very key Pokemon. This Pokemon is going to be our primary Pokemon that we're tearing this week, so we have to play this Pokemon very, very well for us to be successful. So that is him on top. Moving on to our next Pokemon, we have our second Terra Captain, Raichu, max speed, max special attack. This just so we can force the speed type with Latios, or not Latios, Latios, Ogerpon, and what's that other mon he has? That's a 110er. Pretty much any of his 110 Pokemon, we want to force that speed tier, force that speed tie. We got first of all, we are rocking a Surf, Thunderbolt, Alluring Voice, and Psyshock. Very, very offensive Raichu this week. This thing is gonna pretty much be the prime way of breaking through Lantern. Maybe we can catch Latios on an Alluring Voice. Thunderbolt hits Lantern really hard if it's not Volt Absorb, because it does get Water Absorb, which can wall Swampert to a degree if he doesn't Terra. So yeah, and Terra Fair, of course, if we need to switch in on like a, you know, Specs Draco or Scarf Draco, Raichu could probably come in and take advantage of that. So yeah, very, very simple, straightforward Raichu set this week. I wanted to go Scarf, but between Psyshock and Electric Stabs with Mamoswine and Lantern, I didn't want to be locked in. So I also experimented with screens. Didn't help me too much. So Raichu is gonna be very, very offensive this week, and hopefully we can get enough out of it. So with that being said, we have our boy Raichu. Anything this Pokemon gives us would be greatly appreciated. But moving on, we have our Swampert. And Swampert is rocking 176 HP, 104 defense, 220 speed depth, a very, very wonky Swampert spread. This Swampert will allow me to gauge what kind of Blaziken and or Latios we are dealing with. We are Cuff that Berry because 9 times out of 10 we can force up rocks before we die. We have Flip Turn to kind of pivot on the team. Lantern could be Water Absorb. We have Earthquake to break Tinkaton. Earthquake also forces Lantern to Terra. We have Endeavor also on this set to maybe get a custom Endeavor, and maybe we can get like some really, really good cheese on something trying to you know, take us out. And last but not least, we have our Stealth Rocks to kind of keep Swampert useful just in case it goes down, because once the rocks go up, it's very important that we have our Terra Ghost Hitmontop ready to go to make sure these rocks don't leave the field. It's gonna be very important to be on Latios, or the Latios and the Blaziken. I don't know why I keep calling Latios, but y'all get what I mean. And with that being said, we are moving on to our next Pokemon, which is our Skarmory, our defensive backbone. We are 252 HP, max defense, and we are rocking the Impish Nature Sturdy. Spikes allows us to just kind of chip the team. We can come in on Tinkaton pretty much for free and get up a layer of spikes. We can come in on Ogerpon, get up a layer of spikes. If it doesn't U-turn, Roost keeps us healthy. Body Press hits Tinkaton, and Brave Bird hits Blaziken. So this mon is going to be very, very, very crucial. We have the Rocky Helmet that you kind of chip Ogerpon, and pretty much everything else. Now Blaziken could be Flare Blitz, it could be special with Flamethrower, so figuring out what kind of Blaziken set early on is going to be crucial. But this is our Skarmory this week. Very simple, easy, straightforward Skarmory. Not gonna think about it too much, but moving on, we have our final Pokemon. This is our Iron Moth. We are running max speed, max special attack, timid nature, Quark Drive, Expert Belt. Okay. Fire Wave, not Fire Wave. Hello. Fire Dance hits Tink. Sludge Wave hits Latios pretty hard. Energy Ball hits Mamoswine because 9 times out of 10 is going to be thick fat. So I do want to be able to hit that mon extremely hard. Expert Bell kills Mamoswine from full. Granted that it's not Assault Vest. So yes, this mon is going to be our primary breaker to beat Tink, Mamoswine, maybe chip a maybe take out a chip at Latios. And one thing to watch out for, Ogerpon gets Stompy Tantrum, so we have to watch out for that as well. But with that being said, we have our keys to victory, and this is a very straightforward keys to victory this week. Hazards, 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 and more hazards. We're going to keep these hazards up. Healing has one Rapid Spinner. Terrapagos has to be Boots if it wants to be successful at his job of keeping the hazards of the field. So the sooner we get these hazards up, the sooner we can Terra Ghost our aim on top, the sooner we can start pressuring this team. I think Swampert is going to be my primary lead this week. I think it leads decently well. 9 times out of 10, I'm just gonna get the rocks up. And once those rocks go up, we gotta keep them up. This is the quarterfinals. We are playing against the 2-time champ. And wish your California Trailblazers good luck, because this has been a very long season. We haven't finished our last few games as strong as we wanted, but we have a chance to turn this season around and not just make the semifinals for the very first time, but continue a very perfect streak against Ray. But with that being said, Pokemaster is out.